Boo bitch. This is Maxon from the future interrupting your live scheduling. You're live. Okay, I'm done. Bitch, I just want to say hi and that I have a huge announcement. I just came up with this idea. And so I think the course is just going to take a little bit of time to work on. And I'll be honest, I'm not really sure if I'm going to come out with the course the way that I originally planned, depending on how this announcement goes, because I just don't really know if it's working with my autism to be a little videographer so consistently. Like, my disability tank has about 1 to 2 videos in it a week. And I can only really handle pushing record and just talking about topics. Trying to set up such a heavy topic module by module has been very hard because it all ties together. I can't talk about colonization without talking about racism. I can't talk about racism without talking about the implications on, BIPOC women. I can't talk about BIPOC women without talking about what society has done to us with beauty standards. Can't talk about beauty standards without talking about body positivity and how they weaponized it. I can't talk, you see what I'm saying? It's all just like a chain. So trying to separate it has been hard. So I have decided that I am hosting my first ever group Zoom webinar where I will sit and be talking to you guys for an hour. There will be Q&A at the end, and I'm going to randomly select people, call on you, whatever. Probably just do this to the screen. I don't know. Or you guys will ask questions in the chat and I'll just choose ones that I think are really good and can help a lot of people to answer. But yeah, I'm really excited. You guys will also be receiving a bulletin, I think, at the end of the course as well, just to go over some of the facts listed, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I'm just, I'm really excited to do this. I can't believe it's happening. I am going to have 2 tiers. So I'm going to have one that's an hour long. It's going to be 100. And then there's also going to be a webinar that's going to be $65. Between 65 to 70. I'm still playing with that. And it's going to be half an hour, somewhere that not everybody can afford the full 100. They're going to be Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to be doing this for about the course of 2 weeks. So if you can't do this weekend, you got next weekend. And I'm also going to be doing Pacific Standard Time. So I'm going to do one at 8:30 a.m. And I'm going to be doing one at, I think, 7. It's either 6:30 or 7 p.m. So I can get my East Coasters and West Coasters who maybe have kids, work, etc. You can kind of like do a time frame accordingly. And yeah, so I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys love it. Hope to see you there. You can sign up with the link in my bio, both here, TikTok, Instagram. I have the link everywhere. It's in my link tree. I'm going live with it. So if you're seeing this video, it's already out. Go ahead and get your slot. I'm going to have up to 100 per Zoom seminar. And I think it'll be a great way for us to come to collectively together as people with female anatomy because of patriarchy and colonialism. They purposely separated us, pinned us against each other, and taught us to shame ourselves. So no women are collectively talking about how they feel shame in the bedroom. They've been performing or they're not having a good time. I can't tell you how many times my friends will come back from a hookup and be like, oh my God, he rocked my socks. It was so fucking good. Just for a week or 2 later for them to be like, I lied and it was me, but I was embarrassed to tell you. And I'd be like, girl, what? They should be embarrassed. Why are you embarrassed? You know what I'm saying? So seeing collectively women come together, decolonizing our mind together, seeing people mutually want to learn, I think will be good for everybody involved, because maybe in the seminar you'll learn that you're not alone. You're not alone for having lack of sex education. You're not alone for not knowing certain things. You're not alone for wanting to ask questions. Maybe someone's going to ask a question that you wanted to ask and have been too shy to ask. I have a lot of you DMing your stories and questions you want to ask that you feel not comfortable commenting on so publicly, and I love that as well. So this is kind of like a more private setting where, again, I don't have to be limited and I can share a lot of personal things about myself. I will be talking in detail about some of my stories and what sex looked like for me, some of my trauma, why I do what I do, and details that I haven't disclosed on YouTube, etc. Just because I'll be a little personal bitty. I'll be shy, but I really hope to see you there. It's gonna be set up just like this, and we'll get to connect one-on-one, and I think that'll be great and intimate. And also Penelope will be there. Give her kisses. So hopefully I see you guys there and we discuss our sacred little portals. I love you guys. I'm so excited. Watch nobody sign up. Let me not say that. Why would I say that to myself? I'm like, it's just me, one person. We just in there like, hey. No, I'm just kidding. But I think this is also better for you guys because I think some of the stuff that we're talking about, again, can't be digested so cookie cutter. You kind of need to hear how it all ties into each other, and this will give you guys a time to process in real time and ask questions in real time, because with my course you might have questions but be sitting there like, we're maxing it. So I think this will be great, and depending on how this goes, again, I may or may not do the individual video course that I was making. I don't know. My autism and I are not getting along. YouTube has been hard enough. I've been tweaking out, and I have to get a new fucking phone for bigger storage. Like, let me change my perspective. Like, now I have the luxury of getting a new phone because taking content creation seriously, like, your life is so hard, first world problems, but still, I just upgraded. Like, bitch, what do you mean I gotta go back? Embarrassing. Anyway, we love you. Continue to the video. Enjoy. Mwah. Also, ignore what I say about the course in the video because I just came up with this idea. Again, it's me from the future. Past Max and didn't know. See ya. Toodles. Hi, guys. You already know what's going on. We back, bitches. Give her a kiss. I think we decided on... Okay, the name was between Penelope and Gwendolyn for what we're naming her. And nobody commented on my last YouTube video and said what it's going to be. So I feel like her name's going to be Gwendolyn Penelope. Gwenny P. Gwen. Or does she look like a Penelope? I'm gonna go Gwenny P because y'all left me here for dead. So me and Gwenny P said, what's up? I'm so excited because today is officially the day that I launch my course. So if you're seeing this, it should be live. I can't believe this is happening. I never expected the video that I posted on TikTok to go viral. I never expected you guys to find me now on YouTube and watch me. I never expected any of this. I was really just autistically info dumping. And now, babe, sorry, one second. Oh, bitch, you're embarrassing me. We got a whole thing. Don't mind where I dropped a wrench on my iPad. How did I manage to do that? Only I fucking know. But here are the notes I had to, yeah, I have so much to say about this. I had to make a whole field guide because... bitch, I'm about to be jumping everywhere trying to stick with the program. So basically how this is going to work is this is decolonizing your mind and your body and honestly your soul, your spirit. 101 around sex with female anatomy. I say specifically female anatomy because I don't want people who are part of the trans community who have female anatomy and could be educated and benefit off this to be like, not me. And honestly, men, come on in, you know. We'll make room. No, I'm serious though. Men are welcome to view this and buy the course, you know, purchase the course, learn, etc. too. Because if I was a man, why would I not want to learn how to pleasure my partner? Why would I not want to learn what oppression because of, you know, my gender has done to the love of my life? You know what I'm saying? So this is low-key rated E for everybody, but do with that what you will. So I want to talk about what this course is going to include. First, we're going to talk about me. And the way that I have it set up is each video I'm going to post about 10 to 15 minutes before I cut it. And that will be what you're seeing here on YouTube. And then if this is something that interests you and you're like, oh, I want more, you can then access the rest of the video, the full footage in the course. And I think I like this way because one, it gives you guys kind of a key indicator of whether you want the milk I'm selling. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I feel like everything is so digitally marketable these days. Everything is just so infomercial and capitalistic these days. It's like you never really know where your money's going. I feel like people be literally broadcasting, you know, their art, their digital stuff, etc. the same way movies do, where they show the one funny clip of the whole fucking movie, then you go to the movie theater and see it, and that was legit the only funny part. Sorry, they're doing yard work. But anyway, this way you guys kind of get a feel for, wow, yes, this is something I'm fucking with. Really, homie, really right by my window. Or guys, look, Apple Watch, you can see yourselves in there. It's not cool. Like, you don't need a fucking little vlog camera if you want to be an influencer. I keep trying to tell y'all that. You don't. Hello, I'm in my bedroom. I never give a fuck. I'm more comfortable in here. I thought I was going to do most of this course outside, but I don't know. I just feel very grounded in my room. It's my safe space, and I might change the scenery up for different parts of the course. Anyway, but yeah, I just feel like people really market it like that, and I feel like this is a good way for you guys to see what you're getting before purchasing to make sure it's an investment you want. Now, I'm personally making the course affordable. I haven't priced it yet. I said it's live on my website, but you guys were technically seeing me talk before I uploaded it. You know what I'm saying, long story short. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm thinking between $60 and $80, but I'm also thinking about people's budgets because I don't want people to feel like they can't educate themselves on their body because they don't have money. So I think I'll probably do like a cool little 60. Anyway, I want to get into what this course is about, and like I said, I will have a portion where I'm like, okay, those of you who are following along with the coursework, pop on over for the rest of this video. Those of you who aren't purchasing, thanks for watching, and that's how you guys will kind of know. But this is going to involve me talking about my experiences, how I grew up, how I was raised, kind of the effects of being raised the way that I was affected me, and also getting really personal about some of the things that the choices I've made out of, you know, not knowing what I know now, why I know what I know now, and just, yeah, some personal things involving heavy trauma, how I've learned how to work through that, get my body right, body back spiritually, etc. And yeah, we're gonna get really personal. It's gonna be a lot more personal in the course because, you know, YouTube, I don't know about just putting all my business out on YouTube, you know. But yeah, so my experiences and just like how I struggled with sex and even struggled being demisexual, sapiosexual in a very non-that world, you know, non-that world is the best way to explain it. Like, I'm very monogamous in a, I think, very sex positive, communal pushing type world, and how that's affected me. I'm also going to talk about the cultural significance and effects on society when it comes to colonialism, racism, and what it's done to women, and how much we don't know our bodies because of that, and how, you know, religious capital, and purity culture has been weaponized and used for women to further, again, not know their bodies. Like, and that one, we're gonna be in there for a while, because when I tell you, it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper, like down to how women don't even know what they're sexually attracted to, because most of us are fucking with dysregulated nervous systems. Okay, we're also going to talk about the spiritual significance around sex. Sorry, if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my course notes. And when I say we're going to talk about the spiritual significance, I'm just going to talk about why I think it's a inherently spiritual practice, how we knew it before colonization, and they forced us to see it as something that's so casual, because for men it was back then. Okay. And then we're also going to talk about sexual trauma and reclaiming your body and mind after the fact, because that's a big thing. Like, I can give you guys all this information, sure, but at the end of the day, unless you're comfortable with yourself and you're learning how to regulate your nervous system and pleasure yourself in a way that feels good to you, what's really the point? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's great to have all this knowledge, but then to incorporate it and integrate it can be overwhelming unless there's like steps. I'm neurodivergent and autistic, so like, yeah, how I need you to give me step-by-step guides. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I utilize any of this? Great that I know it, but now what, you know? And in order to help you guys not feel overwhelmed, I'm going to be giving you recommendations. You're welcome. And then the last part, personally my favorite, is anatomy, pleasure spots, and locations. So I will be talking about each spot, how to properly pleasure yourself, down to breath work, because we be breathing wrong when we're, as women. Hello? Like, it goes so deep, y'all. We're going to be here a while. I'm not going to lie. So if you are purchasing the course, know you getting your money's worth. Like, $60 was generous. I'm just, again, not going to charge y'all like $300 fucking dollars. At this point, damn, bitch, I could get a degree. Might as well go to college and take a little fucking night school lecture. Anyway, I'm also, if you guys, well, you wouldn't see it yet. I keep forgetting I haven't dropped the course already. I'm talking to you guys from the future / past. I don't fucking know. Don't. Anyway, I was going to say that you guys will see when you purchase the course that there is a little field guide that I have made for you guys personally to follow along with the course, of just each chapter and section, what it covers. I put little bullet points of important keynotes. You can also take your own notes. I would recommend that while watching this video and also taking the course, or I guess I should say watching the course. But I also have Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams is crazy. Visual aids of certain locations of things, etc., as well as resources and recommendations of other people who talk about it and locate where it's at. And just really good intimacy coaches that I've loved and recommend. I am not an intimacy coach, but I have thought about it, honestly. Maybe I'll become that later in life. So many tools in my toolbox. I'm like Mary Poppins, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse with that fucking mouse tool bag. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we're gonna cover. If any of that interests you, then stick the fuck around, purchase the course, ho. And yeah, this video, first things first, we're just gonna talk about, again, my experience, and then kind of get into cultural significance and the racism and the colonialism, etc. I was like, I don't know if I want to make those two separate videos or if I want to merge them together, but I think they kind of go hand in hand, you know? So first, I grew up, I've already told you guys, in an all-white farm town, and I grew up Christian. And I already talked in my other YouTube video saying like my story, but I just wanted to elaborate further. So actually, I'm gonna just edit that out. So this video is gonna be about cultural significance and effects on society, along with colonialism, racism, you know, religious capital, like I talked about, purity, culture, all of that. And a little bit about me too, because I already made a video talking about my story, but I just think it's loaded and I get more memories and more things that I forget to tell y'all. I also, again, am in the course gonna say things that I'm not telling people here. So, I gotta be careful with that. Like, there's some things y'all don't need to know unless you purchase. All I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna keep it vague here, is that for those of you who aren't getting the course, I'm keeping it vague here, that, you know, growing up with narcissistic abuse, and growing up not knowing my body really led to me not knowing how to operate my body and looking for things outside of me to help me figure that out. And I feel like, again, I'm not going to go too into detail, but I think this is so harmful for so many reasons. I think a lot of us grow up in the home self-exploring, and that can lead to so many things that shouldn't be normalized, whether it's child essay, self-mutilation. You know what I'm saying? I cannot tell you how many women have crazy stories of cucumbers and just getting resourceful as kids, if you know what I'm talking about, because we didn't have proper sex education. They threw, you know, a Venn diagram up on the screen for us. Why do I keep saying Venn diagram? A virtual, can I speak? I would love to. A virtual aid up on the screen for us, and then like throw us a bag of fucking pads and tampons and said, good luck, Chuck. You know, like it was fucked. And because of that, I feel like we all looked to please yourselves however we knew how, and that can come with a lot of dangers. Again, I'm not going to say it here, but in my course I will talk about my personal experiences with that. But yeah, and that's a whole nother thing too, because like lack of sex education, shame around sex starts young because of religion, and purity culture. You don't think that you can ask. You don't think that you can talk to anybody, and you don't know what the fuck you're doing, let alone knowing that, like, you know, shoving vegetables, etc., whatever, you know, I've heard vegetables, bubble wand, just a plethora of things that women have used growing up. My one friend said they knew someone who used an M&M container, like the little mini one. Yeah. Anyway, unhygienic, you know what I'm saying? It has to, like, you're not even learning how it's, like, not the safest at a young age, you know? So it gets dangerous. Now when it comes to cultural significance and effects on society, let's talk about stereotypes. First of all, POC women, Latinas considered hairy, Indian women considered the purest and hairy, by the way. And it's so crazy because like both cultures are shamed for shaving, but then shamed for being hairy. It doesn't make any sense. Black women, there's literally stereotype around our genitals that we have wider fucking vaginas, because it means that, you know, like we're wider hips, wider vaginas to take bigger dick, basically. We're grown, I'll say it. You know what I'm saying? And that's fucking crazy to me. That's fucking crazy to me. Huh? Anyway, yeah. So I think because of that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, there's so much stereotype that's happened because of colonization and not respecting women's bodies from a male perspective. I hate to say it, but it's patriarchal. People get so upset when you say it, but it's true. That's where it came from. A lot of the beauty standards came from what men, you know, idolized, you know, down to, I don't know if you guys have seen what's her face? Jane wore in Tarzan, where she had like that like dress on, and then like it has like the little hem in the back that makes it look like, you know what I'm talking about? I forget what they're called, but they wear them a lot in like the Baroque Elizabethan time period, where it's like they literally have like a whole fucking carriage that's added to their dress. That's because Black women were voluptuous back then. And in Africa, the white man that was colonizing us was like, dang, you a slave by all that ass. And then white women wanted to emulate that, so it got added into a lot of English dresses and fashion. Like, we don't understand how deep it goes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've changed fashion around men's perspective multiple times, beauty standards around men's perspective multiple times. Y'all keep being like, why is fat in? Why is skinny in? Why is thick in? Why are we going back to small and skinny? Because men pick and choose. Men grew up, hit puberty, said, actually, I like when you got all that ass and titties. I actually don't want you to look as small as possible. And we're just like, oh shit, BBL effect. And now they're like, actually, we changed our mind. Now it's like, oh shit, Ozempic. Like, it's fucked. We don't realize how deep it goes. You know what I'm saying? And that all comes from colonialism, racism, etc. You know, also down to like the way that we have normalized and sexualized stuff based off certain cultures. Like, you know, in Latin cultures, there's Latin people who can't even say mommy or papi anymore, talking to their little brothers, their family. You know, it's interchangeable in most of those dynamics because America sexualized the word in the porn industry, mommy, daddy, etc., which is fucked up, guys. Look at what's going on with Diddy. We have the biggest pedophilia problem in the fucking world. The world. And we think it's okay that mommy and daddy is sexualized and normal. It's not like we use it interchangeably. In America, mommy and daddy very much is used for mommy and daddy, parental roles. It's not like, and again, Latin cultures where they're calling their friend it, their little brother, etc. We do not call our little brothers and sisters, etc., mommy and papi. And now we be siding them when they be the one interchanging and using it correctly because we over-sexualized it. And also, guess where it came from? The porn industry. We gon' get into that later. Let me stay on topic. See, that's why I got field notes. My ADHD, I'm like, it goes so deep. It's like I can't talk about with this without talking about this without talking about this because it connects to this. Like, let me breathe, girl. We were forced on boats. Okay, we were forced on boats, mind you. You know, I'm African, and I've talked about this once, and I'll talk about it again. It was a very big deal in Africa. Sex was a very big deal in multiple different areas. Tribes, etc. Again, there's been, I'll say it once and I'll say it 1,000 times, whole fucking ceremonies around the female orgasm. It's a huge deal. You kind of see this touched on in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, When Nature Calls. And he has to go stay with a tribe, and he basically gets chased down by the tribe because he took a girl's virginity, because it is a huge deal to them. I love Ace Ventura. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were literally forced on boats after having that way of life. There's epigenetic effects on you, bro. Having something that feels so sacred and you were taught for it to be so sacred to then come into the world and see that, like, be the complete opposite, or taught that it was the complete opposite, is fucking insane, bro. And or that it's kind of the same, but a little bit different because they think it's sacred, but only from a man's perspective, when that's the opposite of what we as Black women knew. It's like in our nervous system to go against ourselves. It's like in our nervous system. It's in our body epigenetically to betray ourselves physically and be okay with it. Like, I honestly believe that a lot of women are seen, Black women are seen as so strong and so masculine, etc. Not because we actually are, but because we have had to be for so long, and also because we can't read our body's cues of when enough is a fuck enough. Like, I feel like I had extra gas in the tank that I should not have had for the life that I've lived and the trauma that I have. And it's not because I'm so fucking resilient. Because, bitch, I didn't feel resilient when it was happening. But I think it's because it's in my blood fucking line to survive, ho. And also not catch on that it's too late till it's too late when it comes to burnout and stuff. Like, it took me a long time to learn my body is saying, no, girl. Because I've been trained and programmed for eons to ignore that. It's so crazy. Anyway, this is so crazy. The boys are taught young in certain African tribes on how to identify their other half and then to go out and find it in the world. And they have to go through certain levels of training and physical endurance tests, etc. They really have to learn mind over matter. They have to learn how to have control over their body, etc., to then go out and like find the stimulation, the right cerebral match for their everything. And I think it's called like one person is the bi and they have to go out and find their chi, or it's like one person is the chi and they have to go find their bi. I could be saying that wrong. Don't quote me on it. But when I was reading about it, I said, oh, this is beautiful. And I sound a lot like twin flames. But be telling motherfuckers that twin flame effect isn't real. Y'all be crazy. Anyway, think about the Kundalini, sacral chakra, Tantra in the Middle Eastern cultures. They have so much fucking knowledge around sex, bro. They got a whole chakra for it. And how that ties to creative prosperity and just abundance in general. How it has healing properties in the body and your trauma if it's used the right way. And like, that's what also fucks me up is people be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like, sex is like so healing and like for people to reclaim their trauma, I don't think we're doing it in the way that it was meant to, babe. Like, sex could be a really beautiful healing experience if we did it with the right connotations, you know, instead of like CNC. Why don't, and like degradation kinks, why don't we be saying some affirmations? Because I think, okay, pause. A lot of y'all don't understand. You don't actually like being degraded. You just like possessiveness. You like hearing things in a possessive tone, passionate tone, or maybe even aggression. And passionate aggression exists. I think you guys are forgetting to mix the two. Like, what is wrong with someone instead of saying like, yeah, I'm like, you're about to do this on YouTube? Yeah, you're my little slut. Why can't they be like, yeah, tell me you're fucking beautiful. Tell me you're beautiful or I'll stop. Like, wait, I made myself shy. Why can't we do that? You know what I'm saying? Or like, I don't know, you're my little slut. Like, why can't we be speaking life into each other, healing things? Like, you're my inspiration. Like, ugh. And also the tone matters. If you're like, no, that's too soft for me. You could, spruce it up. I'm like, let me think of an example real quick. I'm like, wait, I'm out the game. I've been celibate for 4 years. I'm like, let me cook. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. Got a little shy. But instead of like, yeah, TikTok, you fucking bitch. Why don't you just be like, you look so beautiful and raw when you take it. Like, you fucking inspire me. You fucking inspire me. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at you surrendering to the pleasure. You make me feel like I can fucking surrender too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, it's like tone, Like, what's the issue? Like, instead of like, yeah, you're my like filthy little fucking whore, Like, imagine hearing like, you're so safe. You're so beautiful. You're so fucking beautiful. You're mine. Like, you're so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Or even like if you really want to touch on how like they be getting a little nasty for you, you don't gotta call them a fucking bitch or a whore or a slut or something. You could just be like, you're so eloquent during the day. You all mine at night, baby. Or like, I love that you be so professional in handling your shit during the day and you let me handle it at night. Like, ooh, wait, I bless you. Gwendolyn, hold me. Okay, not upside down. Oh, I hurt her ovary, baby. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, I think we're using it in the wrong ways. I think sex could be healing if we wanted it to be. I just don't think we know what we're doing. I don't think we do. And honestly, you guys are going to hate me, but not really, because I told y'all this was coming. This is where I'm cutting it for the YouTube video. I know you're like, Matt, how you finna leave us hot and bothered and just dip? But that's the way I like it. If you want more, I'm going to talk in the course now, get further into all this. And I'm also going to talk about my story again, just about how I think that religious purity culture really fucked me up. It led to, CSA in the home, mutilation, how you see that a lot with women, self-mutilation, sorry. Also, we're going to talk about, women not knowing their sexuality and what they're even attracted to. We're going to talk about the birth-giving fetish, the beauty standards and hygiene, and how that's all been for men's personal gangs. What do you mean? You want my cookie to smell like a genuine cookie? And even honestly, perfumes. I think it's very interesting the way that we all are grown women and a lot of us want to smell like chocolate brown sugar. Like, do you actually, or did somebody tell you that that's what a man wants? So yeah, self-care and what that looks like, and how a lot of us are made to think it's normal to just not care for the yoni. You know what I'm saying? And even the spiritual names of it, how we all call it something different, and how, there's a lot of spiritual, beautiful terms for it, like yoni, or like we call it fucking. But like, what happened to making love? You know what I'm saying? Creating life. I don't know. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. And also just like why the religion pushes with extreme purity, fear, guilt, bribery. I'm going to talk a little bit more about how I think we're using sex wrong in the healing ways, and the way I think that we could really revolution a lot. Okay, you get what I'm trying to say. Revolution! If we just did it the right way. And just talk about how the LGBT and the disrespect around religion and purity culture has made it disrespectful for LGBT to exist body-wise, sex-wise, You know what I'm saying? And how before colonialism, LGBT trans people were worshipped in cultures, honored, seen as two-spirited, beautiful beings in both Polynesian and Native American. It's about to get deep in the course. So I'll see y'all over there. I love y'all. Toodaloo.